own life. Then one time let me hear you sing.
Sometimes things will get hard and leave you covered in scars, but I know I could get out of this. And I feel like life moves way too fast to hold on to things from the past. So goodbye to things I'll never miss.
We don't run, no, we stand together and hold on. Through the angry weather we all want to make something better, I know. And my trust has been torn and shredded, it's been rough, but I try to forget it and move on to a place where I can grow. It's time, not holding back, I'm coming and coming fast. I know what I wanna have, the dream is to detach from all that is bad, the things holding me back, the people that didn't last, the evil that kept me mad. This is my life, it's my time to do things just how I like. My runway for the lights, I'ma take flight, and my God is my purpose and my fight. If you feel the same, let me hear you say.
Sometimes things will get hard and leave you covered in scars, but I know I can get out of this. And I feel like life moves way too fast to hold on to things from the past. So goodbye to things I'll never miss.
What up, though? There they are. So like I said, I should stream today around noon to 1 o'clock Mountain Time. So thanks for being here right when we all agreed we'd be. What's up, Chainsaw 7282? My balls are hurting. Dude, bummer, bro. Bummer. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. How y'all doing, man? What's up, Mystery? Hey, Mario. Hey, Shy. Hey, Heavy. What's going on, man? Good to see you again, buddy. How are you? What's new, man? I had a hunch Shy would be here. Shy is the queen of the lore. Mystery, I don't know what to tell you. Over on the vertical stream, Chainsaw just told me that his balls are hurting, dude. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just letting you know what he told me. So hopefully you get an ailment for that, bro. How's everybody doing, man? Now, we'll probably just jump pretty close to straight into this. What up, though? Good to see ya. Duke is smashing North Carolina right now, in case anyone was wondering. I gotta remember to kill the music. And I already have the video pulled up. I know a lot of you guys know game theory, or game theorist, I should say. You can't handle the uber instincts of my uber autism. Fact, Shy. That's like a superpower right there. So, hope you guys are all doing well. Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday. Mario, still cold and snowy in Canada, buddy? I don't have a ton of time. This is probably all we're going to do for the stream today, just so you guys are aware, which I do apologize for. But your boy is going to go to the brewery tonight. I hope this is the right screen. It is. We like that. Okay, now, yeah, as always. Hey, Opak, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, by the way, new life update from a couple months ago. Figured out I probably have autism. You know, I work with some patients that have autism, and the one thing I've learned, Shy, is I think everybody has autism. Obviously, they call it the spectrum, and there are different levels to it, but it's like, if you should look up sometime, you should look up the autism, like, checklist, like, when they're testing it, like, kind of what they look for. Opak, did I say hello to you? I think I did. Oh, hey, Botrix. Hope you're having a good Saturday, buddy. But, like, when I look at that list in terms of, like, the checklist for, like, autism signs and symptoms, I'm just like, I think I got most of these, to be honest with you. So, it's like sensitive to loud sounds, check, you know? Like, run through them all, so. Socially awkward in large crowds, yeah, check. I'm on that list, too. So, I'm right there with you, Shy. Now, dead serious question. Since I have the vertical stream up, too, in the event we're doing a, you know, like, video review like this, I should probably condense it so that, yeah, Mario's with us. I should probably condense it so that the whole thing is inside the frame, right? I understand you guys are watching. Chainsaw, what are your thoughts? I understand you guys are watching on the horizontal, so it's not a huge deal. But that would make sense, right? The only problem then, Mystery, is like I just have like a ton of dead space, which I get like isn't inherently the worst thing ever. I just like don't know what I'm supposed to do with all the dead space, I suppose. Maybe I just leave it like that. I don't know. Alright, well, if you feel inclined, you can look at it. It makes the most sense to do it that way. Oh, trust me, I went through a whole rabbit hole. Took multiple tests on Embrace Autism. That's brutal, Shy. I am right there with you. Sounds like Mario's with us, too. So, pregame is live. We got our water with us. Alright, here's what I remember from chapter 1 through 3. Have you guys watched... Okay, first of all, please, no spoilers. I think that goes without saying, but let's throw it out there anyways. For the mods, obviously they time out for spoilers. However, it's tricky because they could just be making a prediction. They might not actually know, and they might just be right. I don't know. Here's what I remember. Chapter 1. Yeah, Shy, no chapter. Yep. Will do. Pin message. Chapter 1, pretty short one. Remember that? Like my keyboard broke or something. Oh, dude, Game Theory's badass, dude. Or Game Theorist. It's really good. Now, this is just a review, but he also does, like, not conspiracy, but, like, lore theories, I suppose. With ya, Shy. With ya. Yeah, it's just tough to decide if they're making a prediction, so. Alright, Mr. Well, let me give you a summary. Chapter 1 is a short one. We faced off against this guy, Blue Guy. Put him in my back pocket. Number 2, we squared off against Mommy Longlegs. No, not Pink Lady. I forget what my nickname is for her, but anyways, we beat her on Mother's Day, put her in my back pocket. Number 3, is that when we met Ollie? Was number 3 when we met, or was it number 2 when we met Ollie? Okay, Shy, cool, sounds good. Already seen chapter 4, so I'll be able to. That is dumb face. Or unless you're talking about me, Mario. Also a dumb face. Let's see, chapter 3, we went up against Litterbox, met Ollie via cell phone, or whatever that phone, what am I trying to say? Doesn't matter. Telephone, met him via that. My theory is that Ollie, if I remember correctly, he was kind of leading us into danger. So after chapter 3, it was like a couple of us, like Mario and Shy were there, I remember. Mystery, you may have been there too. I think Peach was there, but anyways, we all were just kind of talking about like the lore of like the prototype and some of our theories. I remember one of my theories is that Ollie is the prototype. Oh, nice, Jack played it. Yeah, I figured he probably did. Markiplier's probably played it. Mario says he's halfway through it. No spoilers. Yeah, goes without saying. Certainly no spoilers. Chapter 3, we went up against Litterbox, aka Catnap. I guess I didn't really put him in my back pocket. It was more of the prototype because he waxed him at the end. Or he like sacrificed himself to the prototype. And I think what Shy was saying was the belief that she had at the time was that the prototype is somewhat of like a robot. And then because you remember after we took out Mommy Longlegs, for those of you that were there, we hit her with the later bitch. Happy Mother's Day after that, because it was on Mother's Day. What's up, Logic, right? What happened to your voice? I just sound like trash, dude. I think it's the same voice as always. What's good, Mason? How you doing, buddy? Logic, thanks for being in here, buddy. Nice to meet you. If you haven't been here before, if you have been, I think you may have changed your name, but I can't remember. Either way, nice to meet you. Good to see you, bro. Happy Saturday. We're just watching a game theory. We're going to summarize 1 through 3. I'm just kind of giving my summary. But what Shy was saying was it's kind of a robot. And what we think's going to happen is that the prototype's going to build his way up using Blue Guy, using Longlegs, using Catnap. And it's going to be like this like ultimate meta monster. So I don't know if we're going to... Now, can I ask this? Is chapter 4 the final chapter? Maybe if we don't want to say that, we don't have to say that. Because I guess if I was gonna say if it is the final chapter, my belief is that we're gonna square off against the prototype, which is also like going against Blue Guy, Longlegs, Catnap, all in one. Okay, it's not the final chapter. Okay, I wonder if we're gonna go against the prototype then. But we know because we did see there's a new monster introduced from the. Yeah, I like the name Logic, to be honest with you, bro. I didn't forget you, dude. Yes, that is the stream for today, Mason. I apologize. We do have to kind of get going on here. I'm just kind of talking through some of my theories. So, but we do know there's a new monster because in the trailer we had the one guy that, like, opened up his whole entire face. And I did make, I have another theory because I did make we're playing chapter 4 tomorrow, by the way. I did make the thumbnail for it. And, what did I see? Oh, yeah. I think Pink Lady, being Kissy Missy, is going to turn evil, and we're going to have to take her on at some point. So, cool. Shy says it's all good. So I think we're going to have to square off. Probably not a chess tournament today. I apologize. I have been trying to, like, kind of map out my streams for the future, though, like, kind of planning them out. So I am excited to do a chess tournament, though. Oh, no. Is the stream lagging? Alright, please hold. We're gonna hope we work through it here, gang. I don't have anything on my end right now. Can you guys hear me at the very least? See if we work through this, team. If not, I think it's because I put it on ultra low latency could have been the problem. I don't think I can change that without ending the stream. It's a little bit better now. I can take ultra low latency off. That happened pretty early. It's just weird because it didn't show anything. It doesn't show anything on my end. It shows that the stream quality is okay, so I am sorry about that. If it happens again, please let me know. I may just restart it and I'll take ultra low latency off. This is usually what causes it. So, either way, does anyone else, before we start this, anyone else have any theories for chapter 4? If not, we can go ahead and fire this off. But that's kind of what I got. I think we're gonna have to take down Kissy Missy. And then I think we may have to fight the prototype. Although if chapter 4 is not the last one, maybe the prototype's who we're gonna face at the very end. Logic! Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, bro. Good to see. I like the name Logic too. So, okay, we're gonna hope the stream holds. We shall see. We shall see. But I might at the end. Okay, I don't know. I have to finish the chapter. Fair. Okay. Let me kill Spotify really quick. Let me know on volume. I don't want to blow your eardrums out, so I'll start low.
What do you need to
and
know
work our way up.
Poppy
We'll kind of
Playtime
pause
Chapter
through
4?
this.
It's been
as
a
need
whole
be.
year since the previous chapter, and in the meantime, Mob has done what they do best, giving out more lore than
Volume
you can shake
okay?
a mechanical arm at. But don't worry, loyal theorists, because I have played the spin-offs. I
VTice is the prototype? Maybe. Oh, Bach, they said no spoilers, dude. Don't give it away.
Playtime line.
I remember when we played.
Hello, Internet.
Chapter 3 was a while ago.
Theory, the show that's ready to take its
Yeah, anyways, took Litterbox, put him in my back pocket as well.
No new character, no new trailer, not even a release date. That's right, just like Scott was releasing games so fast Matt couldn't keep up, not 5 minutes before our recent theory dropped, Mob Entertainment released a new trailer with a new character and a release date. 5 minutes.
And then hopefully you can hear me as well. Logic is the prototype. Cool, thanks, Shy.
It was to troll me for all eternity.
Airboat, thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you, my guy.
This week. Regardless,
nice to meet you. Thanks for being in here.
Ridiculous and seemingly never-ending amount of content leading up to Chapter 4's release. It can be a little tricky to keep up with everything.
Is the audio okay with my voice?
A Roblox spin-off
Hopefully it is.
teasers.
Airboat, there he is. What's good, big man? How are you, buddy? Thank you for the sub.
Games, or you just haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then there's been a whole year worth of story that you would have no idea about going into Chapter 4. So today, I'm going to give you all a hand.
Oh, don't forget about Nightmare, Blue Guy. Now, is Blue Guy dead?
Given us, as well as a few theories of our own for good measure, all in one.
Because in theory,
now this is a big task. So instead of doing this like
that's the new one.
Series, I wanted to
yeah,
try
we
to
saw that in the
use
trailer.
FNAF timeline. It's more story focused with references in the bottom corner showing thumbnails, books, titles, basically any citations that I'll be pulling from. I've also got this nifty little traffic light.
My voice is a little quiet.
To clear things up. Green means what I'm saying are facts that we have physical evidence for. Amber means what I'm saying is theory, but it's supported by.
If a man really
oh no, dude. Am I gonna have to buy a YouTube premium? How many ads are in these videos? You don't want that smoke, Logic. VTice 1v1 me in Fortnite? Ah, dude, I don't wanna.
Red means it's.
Should I buy YouTube Premium? Okay, Huggy is dead. Okay, yeah, because we just had him in the Nightmare. Because he wasn't in Chapter 2. Huggy came in. What's up, Frog? No, I watch a lot of game theory, to be honest with you. I might have to if the ads get out of hand. Please, we'll see if we get smashed by another ad here pretty quickly. So I should have watched all the way through, then went back to the start if I was smart.
It's time to analyze the history of this forgotten factory. Just be careful that the screen doesn't stare back.
I was ready for that one.
Playtime Co. was founded in the good old US of A in 1930. Quickly, it became one of the...
We're doing Chapter 4 tomorrow, Frog. Good to see you, by the way. Airboat, hopefully you're having a good day, buddy.
Like its competitor Mattel. Yes, that Mattel. The ones who made Barbie.
I know exactly what
it'd be barbecue chicken, Logic.
Really resent it.
All of this success was thanks to one man, the founder of Playtime Co., Elliot Ludwig. All he wanted was
I remember that name.
Children, but sadly, that noble goal meant that he spent all of his time at work, neglecting his own family, and his wife had had enough, divorcing him that same year. Nevertheless, Elliot pushed forward,
brutal.
though for 2 decades, he struggled to figure out the key to innovating the toy-making world, until finally he hit a breakthrough.
Sounds good, Shy. Appreciate you.
In 1950, Elliot created a toy that would change the
Ploppy.
world forever. Poppy Playtime.
A little girl can talk to her. Poppy gives her answers. She is the first doll actually able to have a conversation.
It's true. I have been divorced 4 times, married 3. What's good, Spectro? Good to see you, buddy. How are you? Now, does anyone think Poppy is truly on our side? I wonder, because it seems like her and Pink Lady work pretty close together. So I'm wondering if we have to fight Kissy Missy, are we gonna have to... I'm doing well, Spectro. Thank you, buddy. does that mean we're also going to take on Poppy? Are we truly on our own team down there? Maybe. Now, was the end of chapter 3, was that when we crashed the train, or was that chapter 2? Which one was the train, where we were running through that one at the end? I can't remember how chapter 3 ended with the prototype killing. Okay, that was chapter 2. Where did we go at the end of chapter 3? That's right, we were going down the elevator. Kissy stayed at the top, and then you just hear her getting mauled. And then they're like, oh, hold on, we're coming. And then we were like taking the elevator back up. That's right. Oh, Spectro says hydrate. How'd you know, bro? I got water today, dude. I'm pre-gaming, man.
Conversation with a child.
Not only that,
Coming back to me now. Coming back to me.
Like poppies, which had been used throughout history to help children fall asleep, making her an instant hit with the parents. How did Elliot achieve this incredible feat? Well, because Poppy wasn't just a plastic toy. Elliot used
that's right, Mario.
parts to make her, allowing Poppy to really seem alive. He just needed to add a quick no refund.
Oh, that's helpful, Shy. Okay, Shy says green light in the top right, so that little traffic sign up there. Green light in the top right means it's canon. Yellow light means it's a theory based on evidence. Red light means it's pure speculation. That's super helpful. Much appreciated. Now, can you explain to me one more time? You've done this before, but I can't remember. What does canon mean again? Like fact? Like we know this for a 100% fact.
Themselves, just to keep it under wraps. Thankfully, no one ever discovers this little secret of Elliot's. But Poppy sales alone can't keep the toy.
And then I think the timeline between chapter 1 through 3 and then even 4 is like, it's a mere matter of like days, isn't it? Obviously, because the game releases, it feels like it's been like years, but... Okay, gotcha, Shy, with you. Canon means it's true due to the game's universe. Thank you.
He lived by example, adopting a daughter of his own.
Yeah, chapter 3 was the elevator. Oh, Cloud9, Spectro. Couldn't be happier, bro. Who's your college team, Spectro?
All Elliot could do was take the biological knowledge he had and turn her into another organic Poppy doll, just so he could keep a part
Yellow.
of him forever. So part of her could live on. Little did he know how successful that experiment would be. Somehow, his daughter's mind managed to survive the process. Naturally, Elliot is shocked by this. His daughter is back, living on.
I may have missed that. Did Ludwig's daughter pass away? So Poppy is Ludwig's daughter via mind, is what he just said. At least it's a yellow, but you get the idea. Yeah, for the players, like a few days. That sounds about right. That's right, Bulldogs. Dude, I don't know. It's kind of hard to coordinate, to be honest with you, Spectro. I do want to do it though. That'd be fun. At the very least, we need to square off in it. I'll do a stream of just like 1v1s on college football, which I'm excited for. Shy says maybe like a matter of a week. Yeah.
He couldn't let her fall out of his grasp again, so he builds a family home inside
the case
storage bay and locks her inside a glass case to keep her safe. He even adds a passage leading directly to his office so he can visit her whenever he or she wants.
We were in there.
His family now return to him. His passion to strive for innovation.
I didn't realize that was his office.
So much ambition, he rose.
Need inspiration?
Damn, dude. I may have to buy premium. I don't know if we're going to get through a 30-minute video with these ads. Get out of here, will ya?
Continue to fulfill his vision for the
I apologize for the ads.
The first thing he needed was more people like him. Smart, capable people that could help him continue to innovate and answer the toughest questions.
We're playing Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 tomorrow for Horror Day, Spectro. And I don't remember the storyline, so we're just watching a video kind of recapping it. Plus, a lot of people in here enjoy the lore, too.
Was born. Elliot sent out flyers,
so we're just kind of reviewing it.
To that of the time period, trying to gather young minds together to turn them into the scientists of the future, stamped with the logo he'd been using for Playtime since the early days. This attracted
spooky,
young and bright individuals, including a brilliant, albeit slightly cold young man named Harley Sawyer. Harley was a peculiar character. He didn't care for his comrades, he hardly smiled, but one thing he clearly loved was science. And Elliot took a liking to this strange boy. He may not have been normal, but neither was Elliot. He saw part of himself in Harley. This was the kind of kid he could take under his wing, mold into someone who could really shape the future, and maybe even catapult Playtime into the
Maybe this gets explained here, but I do have a question. Now, what makes all of these toys come to life? Now, we just learned, or recapped, I suppose, that Elliot Ludwig's daughter, her mind is the mind of Poppy, the little doll. Sup, Epic? How you doing, bro? Epic Guy Clips. I like that name. What's good, homie? How are you, buddy? So my theory is... Well, I guess, no, not my theory. My question is, what makes the other ones come to life? We may learn that about the scientists, or the really smart boys that the video is talking about. I'm assuming it's a scientist. Okay. I don't think we know how they do it. They're just called experiments with you. Okay. With you.
Stratosphere of success. Unfortunately, that didn't quite work out.
I have Apex Spectro. I used to play it on controller way back when. It was fun. I haven't tried it on mouse and keyboard yet, though.
What could be done, not to help humanity like Elliot envisioned. That being said,
Apex was badass, too. I enjoyed it.
Trying to change Harley's point of view, but no matter how hard he tried, it was no use. Harley could not change. Not here anyway. And so Elliot makes the hard decision to kick
Harley's the scientist, okay.
Sending him home to the outside world to be around more people, hoping it will help him to understand why they do what they do. Harley was destroyed by this news. His hero, Elliot Ludwig, was abandoning him. All he could see Elliot as was soft, pathetic, and
could be Epic. Could be.
Stabbing him because he was too
I think they do
much of a
surgeries on him.
for Elliot to understand. Though it didn't matter now. He had to do what he was told. So Harley left the program, disappearing from the halls of Playtime Code. At least for now. Foreshadowing.
Ooh. God bless. If anyone's in a unanimous decision, I'm gonna get premium before we ever do this again. This is my fault. I didn't know this was gonna be I didn't realize it was going to be this many ads, so I do apologize for that.
More and more, Elliot feels like it's not really enough to just encourage his employees to adopt. There are still so many children that need a home. Much like
It was a Fortnite ad, Epic.
Young Geniuses program was good by taking on.
That was me getting shit on in the ad.
Even they were already stuck in their ways like Harley.
Sorry, I didn't fix Streamlabs yesterday.
A new program, Playcare.
Sorry about that, Epic.
On-site orphanage where he can continue to bring joy to children and educate them in the ways they should go.
Spectro, I suck on controller now. I haven't done it for so long. I fully committed to mouse and keyboard. I need to relearn controller. I'm a better controller player. Isn't saying much. I apologize. Sorry, I missed that last part. Sup, Grizzy? It really is. It has an attitude. Good to see you, buddy.
Playtime's own on-site orphanage, where he can continue to bring joy to children and
educate
them in the ways they
on-site
should go,
orphanage.
creating a mass of young, brilliant minds that could help lead the world to prosperity. While all those programs sound good on paper, and they were well received by the public, they were beginning to cost Elliot a lot of money. Poppy was the last big financial success, and that was over 2 decades ago. But he can't keep innovating in the toy world and
You too, Grizz.
programs on his own. He would need
Appreciate you, homie.
staff. So he hires
If you take off, have a good day, buddy.
to run the Playcare. Leith Pierre
I do
as
appreciate it,
innovation,
Spectro.
Eddie M.N. Ritterman as the
I do have a
head of
controller
research,
connected
and
for
Jimmy
college
Ross, the
football.
chief
No, that's a
marketing
lie.
officer. Their
It was for the
first
Dragon
assignment,
Ball Z
figure
game.
out how to stop the company from feeling, quote, old-fashioned. With all their powers combined, they try to get the company back on top, starting with the release of brand new toys like Candy Cat in 1979.
Is that relevant, Candy Cat? Sorry to hear that, Grizzy. Good for you, though, buddy. Get those studies done, man. Now, is Candy Cat relevant? Yeah, have a good one, Grizzy. Thank you. I don't remember Candy Cat in any way, shape, or form.
They continue to release toys into the next decade. They try
The critters
that you could mix and match like Catbee and PJ Pugapilla. They also try Paul for some
I forgot
reason,
about that
but nothing
centipede.
could quite match the
It was like a
success
centipede
of
dog.
Elliot's original Poppy. That was until 1984 when Elliot had another idea. He went to the team and shortly after he releases the Blue Boy himself. Huggy.
Blue guy.
Things were looking up. Huggy is such a big hit with the kids, it basically becomes the face of the brand. In the eyes of the public, Poppy was a long-forgotten memory. Long live Huggy! Of course, he has to capitalize off of this success by releasing Huggy's pink counterpart, Kissy Missy, one year later.
Pink lady.
She too is a huge success. Just not as big as Huggy, obviously. Playtime Co. is on top of the world at this point. It's...
Friendly reminder for anyone who wasn't in here at the start, my theory is that Mommy's gonna turn on us at some point. We're gonna have to fight her. My theory based on that was I was quite literally looking up, I was making my thumbnail for when we play it tomorrow, and I saw it's like a scary picture of her, so I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to fight her at some point. Yeah. I don't really have anything else, so I play Fortnite on keyboard and mouse. Taught myself after you took the break. Good for you. It's hard to switch. You're a much better player than I am, though, dude. So you probably figured it out much quicker than I did. But I struggled with the transition to keyboard and mouse. Sorry for the ad mystery. Nah, I think Poppy is chill. Maybe shy. Maybe. I don't know. She may take a turn on us at some point. Well, you should come back and play with us, Epic. We won't play it tomorrow. We'll probably play it Monday or Tuesday, buddy. I may take Monday off. We'll see.
almost like they can do no wrong. But
hope you come back and play.
Half of the decade,
we're trying to get YouTube versus Twitch set back up. Bet.
Successful, but just like
facts, bro. No cap.
You can't sustain an entire company off of a single toy, even if he has a.
But like, what made Huggy turn on us? Like, was he nice originally? Damn. Kick rocks. Ad boys, ad. Ad boys, ad. 15-second ad. This won't happen again. I'll buy premium after this. I am really sorry. See, that's what I'm wondering too. Huggy is a security system. So, okay, but in theory, because isn't the character that you play as... I'm really sorry. Let me just... I can just turn Streamlabs off if you guys like. I can do that really fast. I am tired of people getting timed out for no reason. Let me turn CloudBot off really quick. Sorry about that. I don't think we'll have to share like any links or anything, so alright, CloudBot is off on YouTube and Twitch. I am sorry it keeps getting you guys. Okay, boom. Get out of here. He turned on us because we're intruders, but isn't the character that we are, isn't he aren't we like a former employee? Or am I just making that up out of thin air?
Cute pink girl.
I was of the impression we were like a former employee there. Former employee. So then we're considered, yeah, keyword, operative word being former. Okay. Now, were we fired? Do we know why we're a former employee?
Friend. They needed something new, and one of them had an idea. What if you create a bunch of toys
critters
as part of a set? That way, kids aren't buying just one toy.
Okay, we left on our own mission, presumably. Okay.
1989. Similar to Care Bears or Cabbage Patch Kids, these are small, cuddly toys with big personalities. But each one is unique, and so you would need to collect them all for the full experience.
Yeah, there they are.
This was the perfect way to increase the dropping sales numbers.
Hey, Gabby, what's up? Good to see you. That's a wicked emoji. Hope you're doing well.
Would each come with their own unique sense.
I have some crazy stupid vines. You need to run me through them sometime, dude.
But would calming be enough? Poppy's hair.
I was making the point the other day, my Fortnite keybinds, I need to change up because I cannot build and then switch to my weapon back and forth.
Get to work developing one more smiling critter.
To be fair, I haven't really tried though. Hey Garrett, what's up, buddy? How are you?
But instead of actually
fire up Falcons.
They would create a poppy gas that would actively put kids to sleep.
Red gas from Catnap. That there he is.
tied into his sleepy powers, catnap. And just to be on the safe side, Playtime Co.
Now, what transitioned catnap from this to the massive cat trying to kill everybody? What was that? Like, do we know how catnap came about? Yeah, thanks, Shy. Pause when you're yapping. Yeah, I'm not very good at these react videos. I apologize. Yeah, good call, Shy. So what I'm wondering is, how did we go from this catnap to huge, massive catnap that's trying to kill us? So there's toys and the mascot. Okay, I'm doing good. Just had a hot shower. Fire. Now I'm waiting for Berg to end stream. Yeah, I saw he was streaming earlier. He was doing Call of Duty. Nah, fire. Dairy Queen. What kind of blizzard you getting, Gabby? I'm a big, I always screw it up, brownie batter blizzard. I always say brownie bladder blizzard, and then I get reamed. The lore is A1 mystery. There's a big lore channel here. A lot of us get into it. That makes sense. So they're like the big mascots then. Okay. I think it had something to do with the prototype. Ooh, that made him that way. Interesting. What is the prototype, though? Like by definition of his name, it's he's like a, well, not a beta in like the way you guys all think of it with like alpha males versus beta males, but he's like a beta in regards to like an unfinished product, right? Like an early rendition of what would be a finished product. Yeah, they're always small toys and then the one big mascot, aka bigger body. Okay, that makes sense. They have new red velvet one that looks good. Fire, Gabby. Fire. I can get down and have a good time with some red velvet. Anything. Yeah, I remember when we defeated Catnap. Catnap worships the prototype. I remember then when he like kind of like gave himself up to him and the prototype killed him and then like scooped him up, which goes back to Shy's theory. The prototype is going to be some combination. Shy, don't let me misspeak for you, by the way. I thought it was you that said it though. That the prototype's going to be some combination of like all the monsters that we've faced up to this point. We don't know a lot about the prototype. Okay. Yeah, good one, mister. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, prototype is early version that is scrapped. Yeah. Okay, it was you, Shy. Okay, I thought so.
Tied into his sleepy powers, catnap. And just to be on the safe side, Playtime Co. also commissions the creation of a Saturday morning cartoon featuring this new cast of characters, all begging Catnap to help.
I think timeline's like in the 70s.
Smoke, showing kids and parents alike that this is just what the toy is meant to do. Initially, everything is going according to plan. Sales for this new line of toys are great. They are flying off the shelves. Both parents and kids really seem to love these new adorable critters.
80s, gotcha.
After a few weeks, doctors began reporting
with the epic
rise in children suffering from intense nightmares that all started after they received their catnap toys. In Playtime's desperate
I am a dumbass when it comes to this, Shy.
They'd accidentally concocted something that
it's a review right now, Gabby, so you're kind of getting filled in, I suppose.
Thankfully for Leith and the team,
I don't really either, and I played them.
But they still need
that is fair, Shy.
all of the catnap toys, catnap was removed from the Smiling Critters lineup entirely.
Where can you get
golly! Oh man, I'm so mad we don't have premium. This is on me. Is it lagging, Epic? Am I lagging? Hopefully not. God, it's 2 ads every time. Brutal.
So when you look at a
brutal. Cool. Thank you, Mystery.
This disaster put Playtime Co. in a bad spot. If they were going to survive the next decade, something needed to be done, and fast. And so, Leith Pierre put his head of innovation status to good use and came up with an unusual but effective plan. He hired a private investigator, Jared Lockhart, to track down former members of the Young Geniuses program that Elliot had started decades ago. These people trained under Elliot. They were geniuses from a young age, and most of them had quite impressive careers. If anyone was going to be able to come up with an idea to save this company, it would be one of them. Sometime later, Jared arrives with the list, and when it lands on Leith's desk, there is one option that immediately catches
Harley.
Harley Sawyer. This guy was now certified by the American Board of Neurological Surgery. He was, by all accounts, a genius. And with Elliot using biological parts to make Poppy, a surgeon felt like the perfect fit. Leith presents this idea to Elliot for final approval.
Ooh, Shy, you said the
Elliot is
surgery.
hesitant at first, he does remember that.
Oh, I forgot about the Hour of Joy epic.
And maybe all these years away have taught him the lessons he was hoping he'd learn. Do it. With that approval, Leith reaches out to Harley on January 15th, 1990.
Now we're in the 90s. The best decade ever, by the way.
And strangely,
Sup, Callan?
the hurt Elliot caused him all those years ago, for some reason, Harley accepts the offer. Immediately,
I forgot about the Hour of Joy.
they were hoping for from this recruit. He sees the problems at Playtime Co., the public outcry, the declining profits, and he came up with an idea that would fix everything.
Giant toys. We can increase our workforce and simultaneously decrease the number of lawsuits and people on our payroll if the people we have working aren't people. Put me in charge of it, and I will save this company.
Leith makes Harley head of special projects, and together they begin hiring other scientists to help with the development of the Bigger Bodies Initiative. Some of them are fellow Young Genius alumni like Dr. Bruno White and Dr. Carmine McKay, but others are just young and eager biologists looking for their first big break, like the owner of the orientation notebook, PW. From here, the company...
I'm laughing at Tice thinking that I'm joking about getting into a voice call. Honest problem with that, though, Shy, is I listen through my speakers, so I don't know how we would talk on that, and I don't even know if I have my speakers connected to my Discord. Since I'd like re-download it and everything. I do appreciate it, though, and I am sorry I have to make you type out, but I probably need to figure out my Discord first, because I don't think I'm gonna even have my speakers connected to it. Oh boy, I missed a lot of messages here. Sorry. I'm not joking, I'm being serious. Yeah, no, that actually would be very helpful. I just don't think I even have like my Discord voice or like audio connected. Callan, good to see you. Well. What do we have here? Watching some lore, dude, getting caught up before the big day tomorrow. I'm not excited that Horror Day's back. Yeah, I forgot about the Hour of Joy. And that was just like when all the monsters like went, or like all the toys in theory, just like they snapped and they just waxed everybody. I don't know why the factory is so large, you just need 2 stories. Well, it's got a train underground somewhere. Garrett, are you aware that the Falcons logo is supposed to be an F? I learned that like a week ago. I didn't even know that. Which I guess I can see it now that somebody told now that like once someone tells you, you can kind of see it. I never knew that for 30 years. Because it's not just that's right, it is an orphanage. They said that earlier. It's not just a factory, it's an orphanage. Good point. Yeah, appreciate you, Shy. I'm sure I will have questions. No, I do have a headset right here, but it's hard to describe. I don't think I can even show you guys. I have a Go XLR audio mixer, and it's very confusing. And so I have like a line for chat, which I think is Discord, but that doesn't connect to my headset. And then I don't know if but the Discord does. It's very confusing. I won't waste that time right now. Yeah, you already knew that. I figured you probably did since you're a fan, but I think it's pretty cool too. Cool. Okay. I think I'm caught up on messages now.
Begins their experiments. Harley takes the new scientist.
It's the perfect crime if you're an orphanage too.
He remembered being in the storage bay from his days in the Young Geniuses.
Very epic. Very epic guy.
Bring toys to life.
I am the cause. Being able to exist as a doll, it has killed so many people.
Everyone works diligently to try and recreate the magic of this one Poppy doll. But after 804...
God darn it! Fortnite OG gets us again. I'm so mad at myself. It crossed my mind earlier today when I was at the gym, too, that I should get YouTube Premium for this exact reason, and I didn't, and I could kick myself.
recreate the magic of this one Poppy doll. But after 814 experiments, it's clear that things aren't working with simple rats. They need to try something bigger. They need to repeat what Elliot did. They need to use children. Harley delivers the note to Elliot as one of his many updates on the program, but once again, Elliot is torn. Up until this point, these experiments weren't really all that bad. It was just a few hundred rats that suffered the consequences.
It is the prototype facts, dude.
He spent his life trying to bring joy to children, to give them a home, somewhere they could grow and overcome the odds. Harley still couldn't believe this soft old man. What is more important to you, these children or the business you've spent decades building, which people rely on for their own families?
Hard to argue. It's a good point.
Curse on humanity anyway.
Yeah, Mario's with me.
All these orphans who
That's messed up.
Never grow old or sick. They could live forever and keep bringing joy to other children for centuries.
I got it. I know how to defeat every single boss in Poppy Playtime. You just sit down like Instagram or TikTok, and because all the monsters have children's brains, like you guys, count it, they'll just be addicted to TikTok. You know? That would be nasty if it was real epic. That would be nasty. Now, I vaguely remember, boy, was it in chapter 2 or 3? What was it? And maybe I'm just making this up. Maybe it was just like I can remember us watching a video where it was like VHS tapes. It was like, or not VHS, but it was like some guy with like a camcorder, obviously like in the 80s, 90s. And it's blue guy out there running around like fighting like the cops and everything. But is that like a separate entity? That's like a separate like YouTube channel that just makes those. Because he did that also, I think, for Five Nights at Freddy's. You guys know what I'm talking about? I wonder if I can find that. But I can remember seeing like cameras of Huggy Wuggy running around like in the woods, and he was like mauling police. Okay, fan made, not part of the actual story. Thank you. Okay. Because what I was gonna say was, I'm pretty sure the monsters don't leave the factory. But then I remembered that, so then I was kind of back and forth. Okay, Mario remembers it. Cool. Thank you.
To come. It was not an easy decision, but this
thanks, Epic. Yeah,
does sway Elliot. With that permission in hand, the senior staff of Playtime Co. set about building the Game Station, a facility designed to test the orphans' physical and mental abilities, pairing them with a specific toy, and if they were deemed ready, taken away for conversion.
They'd come for games and never come back.
As part of this process, they utilized the red smoke that they made for the catnap toy. Where previously Poppy gels had failed, gas is a much more effective way of getting the mystical powers of the poppy flower that help.
Okay, so that is part of the story. Now how did Blue Guy get out? And how did he get back into the factory? All right, Mob Gaming made that. I didn't realize that. Okay, I thought it was fan made too after you said that, to be honest. That's kind of what I was thinking. I couldn't figure out the right way to word that though. Okay, he just escaped. And then did he come back to the... Okay, they captured him. Okay. They stunned him. Got it. Yeah, I thought it wasn't real either. I was with you, Mario. So, easy enough to do. Later, Garrett. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Good seeing you as always, boss man.
Come for games and never come back.
As part of this process, they utilized
you too, Garrett. Thank you.
That they made for the catnap toy. Where previously Poppy gels had failed, gas is a much more effective way of getting the mystical powers of the poppy flower that help bring Poppy to life into the bodies of these orphans. They install shower heads throughout the playcare to distribute the gas. But it
Nightmare Huggy happened right there.
Kids could see them and what they were doing. They became wary of going to bed. An alternate solution would need to be found. However, they had other problems to deal with. Over the last few years, there had been one employee that had been causing Playtime Co. a lot of trouble. They weren't ruining their plans as such, they were just a bit of an administrative headache. That man was Rich Lovitz. Initially, he was working in the storage room, and he seemed to be on board with the general Playtime mission, appreciating the good this company did for the orphans. Sadly, though, Rich had a habit of losing his temper with management, and so he was demoted to the rejected toy room, which, as you might...
That's spooky, Shy. He went back to his house from when he was a human kid. I didn't realize that. That's kind of sad when you put it that way. Boy, the look on his parents' face when he came back. Shocking. Shocking.
Might imagine he took really well.
After years of being ignored, the company actually heard all my complaints. I guess my words must have really inspired them to take action, because the next day I got demoted down here to the freaking island of misfit toys!
Damn it. God, this bothers me. And I guess it's only fair we watch the ads for him, since we are using his video for content, I suppose. I guess that's fair.
You'll say goodbye to.
Of course, Playtime Co. had to demote him again, putting him to work in construction in the caves beneath the factory. Down here, in
That's right, he was an orphan, good call.
His shortcomings, and with the help of his new supervisor, began to improve.
Okay, well, Shy, I'll put it this way then. Whoever bought his parents' house that he went back to was very shocked when he showed up. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, well, yeah, that'd be my luck. I would have ended up just, like, coincidentally buying that house, and then that fucking guy shows up. Like, oh my god, you're not my DoorDash delivery driver.
This seemed great for Playtime Co. A reformed employee. The system worked. That was until Rich continued being promoted and began learning what was really going on with the orphans. He cared for these kids. That was
Won't look at it, Shy, thank you.
Going for him from the beginning. And so he begins flying off the handle once again. The problem was now he knew too much. He could actually cause a problem for Playtime.
You're good, Epic. No worries, bro.
They couldn't just fire him anymore. They needed to get rid of him. And with the Bigger Bodies initiative well underway, as well as Harley's requests for bigger subjects, they had an idea. They took Rich and used him as a guinea pig, turning it into the first semi-successful experiment, 1006.
He's the prototype?
The prototype. Not a
Oh man, so the prototype's a former employee.
Biological parts. It lacked the ability to speak, but was able to mimic voices of others to communicate. Playtime Co. was finally seeing success and removing a problem at the same time. But Rich...
I'll do my best. Gabby, Shy, and Mario, well, I guess anyone in here really, could do a much better job of me than I can. Basically, if you've never seen the games, you're a former employee of a toy factory that also opened up an orphanage. It would appear they used the kids in Science Project to turn them into like huge toys, and then those are obviously trying to kill you, is essentially the gist of it. So in we played chapter 1, 2, and 3, we basically just ran around, got jump scared. I put the monsters in my back pocket. I will say it again. They didn't stand a chance against me. No, they kind of kicked my ass, but we got through it. And then, yeah, so that's who we're kind of fighting. So we're just kind of reviewing the story before we play chapter 4 tomorrow, which is going to suck. Mario already told me it's the scariest one yet, which is disappointing for everybody involved.
Now 1006.
Okay, so now we know who the prototype was, though. It was a former employee. All the different toys have different jobs based on their personalities and physical attributes. You know what I want to know? I want to know who got turned into the dog centipede. That was my favorite one so far of all the characters. I like him more than Poppy and Pink Lady. I just thought he was super cute, to be honest with you. It was like a puppy dog, but he's also a centipede, which is also disappointing. And it takes 4 hours. God, I had a hunch it was going to be longer. Dude, like I said this the other day, Mario, when we played chapter 3, Mario was like, dude, it's like a 3-hour playthrough, not too bad. Our rule when I play horror games is you multiply the average playthrough time by 3. Mario told me it was going to take 3 hours. That was a 7.5-hour stream. I'm not even joking. It was brutal. Now, I guess part of that was us talking lore after the fact, but still, it took me at least 6 hours to finish. It was brutal. Unknown YT, what's up, homie? How you doing, buddy? Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming in. Doing well. Happy Saturday to you, sir. Hope you're having a good weekend. We're just watching some lore because I'm going to play chapter 4 tomorrow, so we're getting caught up on the storyline here. Is that his name, Shy? Pugapillar? I maintain he's my favorite. I like that name. I like him even more now because of that name. Just an orphan. Okay, cool.
6 wouldn't forget what had been done to
That's interesting. I didn't know the prototype was from a original person, I guess.
And wait for the right moment to strike.
And for the record, This is pretty much all we've seen of the prototype, is just his hand when he grabbed long legs. I like it. I like it. He's not really a pug in the face, though, is he? Because he's got, like, the floppy ears and... what do I know? He breathes like a pug, though. I think that's funny. I like it. Yeah, dude, it seems like everyone's getting really pumped about Chapter 4, man. So, I got it on Steam yesterday after stream, and they put a patch fix in, which is nice. Oh, I was thinking of this, too. I tell you, the worst fight... I hope there's no one as scary nor a boss fight as trash as... What was the teacher's name? Miss Delight. That was it. She was brutal. That was the worst boss fight we've ever had. Yeah, Miss Delight. Awful, dude. Awful. I hated that one. Mrs. Circle? I think it was Miss Delight. You're good, Mario. I knew what you meant. Yeah, that was brutal.
The right moment to strike. Playtime Co. continued their development of the bigger bodies, but they struggled to find the success they'd had with 1006, usually unable to reactivate their brains after surgery.
Every toy you see that is alive used to be a person. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, thank you. I probably should have figured that. I guess it was just like before we started watching this, and you guys even said that every toy was like from the kids. I guess it makes sense from what they said about how they originally started with Poppy. I guess I didn't really have a clue what the prototype was. So I guess that makes more sense now, though. But yeah, that's cool. This is good lore.
That is when
Lore of the Rings. I don't know. There's a funny joke there somewhere.
To make the bigger body physically bigger.
Yeah, some employees, most are orphans, sure.
Of the test subject. It flew in the face of all logic, but he needed to try some.
My name is John Poppy. I created Poppy Playtime. Thank you for enjoying my game. For the record, Epic, I want you to know something. I don't enjoy your games. They're nightmares, and I hate them. I hate them. Chapter 5 is going to be the last chapter. Maybe. That would make sense. They might try to milk it out longer, though. I mean, they can keep on creating different monsters. I am excited for the day we kind of get to officially meet and fight the prototype, though. Your games suck, Epic. I want you to know that. I like you as a viewer, but I hate your games so much because I hate all horror games equally.
And the crazy part is, it worked. They created Experiment 1160, Boxy Boo. And this discovery opened up a new world of possibilities for the future.
We never faced him, but I can remember that name. He was on there was not a spin-off game, but it was like that multiplayer game, right? That's it, yeah, Project Playtime. Yeah, we didn't play that, but I remember you guys telling me about him. I remember that name, Boxy Boo. I hate the names in this, by the way. I feel like a bitch when I'm saying their names.
And this discovery opened up a new world of possibilities for the future. At this point, several orphans are showing promise in the game station. Although, there was one that caught Harley's attention specifically, Quinn Navidson. He was a pretty average kid, except he had a strange obsession with removing the heads off of all of his toys. However, Harley didn't see this disposition as
autism diagnosis, Shy.
He could take advantage of, manipulate to get his scores higher, and make him a more successful, bigger body down the road. Harley spends some one-on-one time with Quinn, convincing him that he understands Quinn better than most, and asking him to just simply apply himself at the next assessment.
No, but he is in the basement to get rid of employees. I know too much. Yeah. It'd be tough to run into him in a dark corridor. That's Boxy's job. Brutal. Brutal. He was pretty scary looking, too.
And next time, Quinn's scores did improve in most...
Golly! I hate it. Sorry again for the ads. Yeah, seriously, Shy. That's not autism. That's high alert future serial killers. That's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true. We got bigger issues on our hands.
Seemed to wane a bit, but not enough to stop the inevitable. In August 1990, Quinn became Experiment 1166.
Okay.
Yarnaby. He was strong, agile.
We've met him via the
His
trailers.
intelligence still wasn't where Harley wanted it.
Whoops,
He saw
sorry.
him more like a dog, which, while not ideal, could be useful for protection. The more bigger bodies they made, the more things there were that could kill him and stop his progress.
That would be a bad way to go out. Just attacked by a massive jack-in-the-box. All of y'all give me a damn migraine. What do you guys mean? Epic's just sharing fun facts with you guys. I mean, come on.
They made, the more things there were that could kill him and stop his progress.
That'd be brutal.
So Harley isolated Yarnaby, making Yarnaby loyal only to him. Around that same time.
Okay, really fast. I'm a little bit confused with that last section, and here's why. I thought we were talking about Boxy, who we see right here eat this guy. Where does Yarnaby come into play? So I thought Boxy was the 1160, but it sounds like that's Yarnaby now. I may have kind of just missed that part.
That he understands Quinn better than most, and asking
makes
him
Quinn
to
Boxy
at the next assessment. And next time, Quinn's scores did improve in most areas.
Cool, Mario. Well, you can post your theories.
Wane a bit, but not enough to stop the inevitable. In August 19... new world of possibilities.
That is 1160.
At this point, several orphans are showing promise in the game station. Although, there was one that caught Harley's attention specifically. Quinn Navidson. He was a pretty average kid, except he had a strange obsession with removing the heads off of all of his toys.
Okay.
However, Harley didn't see this disposition as a weakness. It was something he could take advantage of, manipulate to get his scores higher, and make him...
What's up, Speedy? Good to see you. How are you? So this is who's going to become Yarnaby. Okay. Yeah, I was gone for a while, Speedy. It's good to see you again, though, man. How are you? Hope all is well with you, dude. Thank you so much. Glad to see you back. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Glad to hear you're doing well. We're just catching up on the lore before we play Chapter 4 tomorrow. Yarnaby is cute till he opens his mouth. Facts. Sideways. Yeah, it's like whole face splits open. I think he's in the thumbnail. I have to relook. I can't remember what I ended up finishing with yesterday, but... Yeah, true, Mystery. I was busy getting married and divorced and having 7 kids. Sounds good, Epic.
him a more successful, bigger body down the road. Harley spends some one-on-one time with Quinn, convincing him that he understands Quinn better than most, and asking him to just simply apply himself at the next assessment. And next time, Quinn's scores did improve in most areas, although his intelligence seemed to wane a bit, but not enough to...
Sounds good, Epic.
In August 1990, Quinn became Experiment 116.
With you. Okay.
He was strong.
Thank you, Shy. 1166.
Intelligence still wasn't where Harley wanted it. He saw him more like a dog, which, while not ideal, could be useful for protection. The more bigger bodies they made, the more things there were that could kill him and stop his progress. So Harley isolated Yarnaby, making Yarnaby loyal only to him. Around that same time, another orphan named Theodore Grambel began causing some mischief in the playcare, breaking into rooms, stealing files, even stealing a grab pack. When questioned about it, he just said it was his friend that told him to do those things. The staff just assume this friend is of the imaginary persuasion, but in reality, it was very, very real. 1006 had found a way out of containment and was using Theo to help
Prototype.
him escape. Once it had all the information, 1006 and Theo made a break for it. Though, due to Theo's inexperience, he accidentally overcharges the electrified grab pack hand and electrocutes himself.
Easy enough to do. Easy enough to do. I haven't ever played the games, wouldn't recommend it, but I've always watched videos about it or gameplay. That used to be how I enjoyed horror games. I'd watch like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier play them, and I enjoyed that. And other people, I guess, too. But I don't like playing horror games. Me neither. And I didn't want to pay it the money. Me neither. That's why I never downloaded. Speedy, you and I are on the exact same page. But Shy and Mario and a lot of chat just bully me around and force me to play. We are playing it tomorrow for whatever it's worth, Speedy. It's going to be a nightmare. All I'm going to say is Chapter 4 hits the ground running. Nice. Looking forward to that. There is no getting your bearings. I remember in Chapter 3 I died about 10 seconds into it because those walls collapsed on me and I was an idiot. Disappointed to hear that, though. Disappointed to hear that. Scare counter gonna be high. You hate to hear that. Dude, I never get scared. What are you talking about? I can't wait to speed run Chapter 4 tomorrow. I'm gonna put Chapter 4 in my back pocket. This is against his will. Facts. I do not consent to this. This story I remember about how Theo became catnapped. See, I don't remember this, to be honest with you. Epic, welcome back, buddy. It's gonna be a bummer.
has a choice. Gain the freedom it wants or save Theo. It chooses the latter. It gives Theo over to the Playtime Co. scientists and turns itself in to be locked away once again. Now, there is only one way the scientists are able to save Theo, and on November 11th, 1990, the bigger body Catnap was born. Experiment 1188. He was put into the play.
He was a problem.
He was able to release the red gas just like the toy, and the kids would, hopefully, be much less suspicious of this big friendly toy than a typical showerhead. Again, Playtime Co. was killing two birds with one stone. The bigger bodies initiative was now in full swing. Between Catnap and Yarnaby, Huggy was created, and in 1990.
So again, what I think's gonna happen is, and it may not be in this one since it's not the last one. But I think when we face the prototype, well, it's okay, sorry, now I'm trying to steal Shy's point. But I like what Shy's theory is, that it's going to be like a combination of these ones, coupled with Mommy Longlegs, coupled with the dog caterpillar as well. And anyone else that we've faced, but I think that pretty much sums it up. But maybe like the critters. Or yeah, what was that one dog that we had to run away from? He like didn't have his lower half. Oh no, Mystery, he didn't have to leave. No, Epic's more than welcome to stay. Catnap was so scary, even just watching. Man, dude, that scare when you're running through like the red fog, it was towards the end. And you have your gas mask on and he scared you. That was Dog Day, that's it. Yeah, thanks, Mario. Thanks, Shy. Who needs to put on some meat? It's all good, Mystery. No, he's cool. He's just chilling. He's not putting any more in there with the facts or anything in there, so. But yeah, I think the prototype's going to be like a combination of all of them. And when I say that, I'm stealing Shy's theory. I'm just saying I agree with Shy's theory. There it is.
91, he was put to work as Playtime Co.'s new security man.
Bro's got to eat a burger? Yeah, maybe like a double, maybe a triple.
He wasn't supposed to know anything. Rowan stole. Rowan wanted to
new
get
character.
To the bottom of what was going on, and over the course of a few months, began to figure out exactly what Playtime Co. was doing. When he threatened to leak what he'd found to the public, Harley put his bigger bodies to good use.
That might be too much bulking up if he eats Queso's light snack, dude. Did Queso play this? I always like watching Queso play the horror games too. If he played it, I'll go watch it after the fact. That's the problem. If you eat Queso's light snack epic, yeah, he'll be bigger than the earth. He did play it. I always like watching Queso play horror games. I think he's really funny. Queso's played one. I feel like I've watched him 1 through 3. I've tried to just avoid and like stay away from, like, someone wanted me to raid Brock yesterday when we ended. The problem with that was Brock was playing chapter 4 and I didn't want to go in. I have a working theory of betrayal in there, Speedy. I have a working theory in there about betrayal. I think Pink Lady's going to turn on us. That's what I think. New Planet speedrun? Yeah, facts, Epic. Facts. And maybe Poppy's going to turn on us, but I don't know about that yet. Sorry. I have to go back a little bit. I apologize. Okay, so new guy we meet, Rowan Stall. Okay. I have to go reload my beer here in a second. I apologize.
Rowan wanted to get to the bottom of what was going on, and over the course of a few months, began to figure out exactly what Playtime Co. was doing. When he threatened to leak what he'd found to the public, Harley put his bigger bodies to good use.
Ah, there he is!
We need to start tailoring that appetite of yours to flesh. Get me an update on the situation.
That same year, another orphan, Marie Payne, began suffering from unwakeable nightmares thanks to Catnap's gas, leading to the latest experiment we know of to date. Experiment 1222.
Oh, so she's the one that becomes Mommy Longlegs.
She was violent towards the staff, but kind towards the kids, making her the perfect guardian for the game station. And by May of 1992, the game station is in its heyday.
I remember this. We've been in this section. There's a train. That's the train that we crashed at the end of chapter 2. Appreciate it, Shy.
Everything is working as planned. But
bigger bodies initiative. Shy mentioned that.
Problems. Elliot Ludwig had put a picture up in his office that one of the kids had given him of the game station and Mummy Longlegs. But when he sat there and looked at it, those decisions that had led to this point, they began to weigh heavy on his shoulders. He still felt that Harley's pursuit of innovation for the sake of it wasn't right. But the rest of the senior team seemed to be all for him, and it was hard to deny that the company was seeing success. Regardless, he knew he needed to put some kind of safety measure in place. Something to keep Harley in check, just in case his worst fears came true. So he promoted one of the fellow scientists and Young Geniuses graduate, Dr. Bruno White, to become Harley's superior. Once Harley found out, he could think of this as nothing more than another betrayal from Elliot. And this time, he'd had enough. Elliot was too soft to keep things moving forward. He needed to be got rid of, just like every other problem employee they'd faced. One day, both the staff and the public were informed that Elliot Ludwig had passed away, but Harley Sawyer was the only one who knew the truth about what happened. Thanks to Dr. White's promotion, Harley's involvement in things slowly became less and less, leading Harley to become more and more frustrated and driving him more and more insane, until one day he decided to take matters into his own hands. During a guided tour of the factory in 1993,
have we seen this room? I don't remember this room. I certainly don't remember Blue Guy, like that big mouth up there. I don't think we've seen this room, have we? Okay, this is from Project Playtime. Okay, gotcha. Now, did I fuck up not playing Project Playtime? I guess I thought that was just like a multiplayer room. I didn't realize that was like part of like the storyline. So I may have messed that up in terms of like the order of us playing the games. I just, for whatever reason, I thought... Oh, cool, thank you. I didn't realize that. Thanks, Mystery. Bottom left tells you the name of the game. Okay. Well, okay, but I'm confused because it says Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, Ice Pick Arg. So I guess it doesn't say Project Playtime. It says Chapter 4. I don't understand that part of it, I suppose.
Fires break out in the theater, causing casualties.
So Harley sets fire to it.
Leif Pierre is furious. Now he has to clean up the mess, taking care of any potential witnesses. This is not the kind
with
of
you, Mario, with
Playtime
you.
needed.
Okay, cool, thanks, Shy.
Investigator Jared to figure out who is to blame, and true to his word, he gets them an answer.
Dr. Harley Sawyer.
After spouting rhetoric about one bad day and being betrayed by Elliot all of those years ago, Harley had finally gone full Joker and set the theater ablaze, baptizing everyone in the flame.
All right, Jayon, I read this far. Chapter 4 spoiler. And I'm not going to read any more because we politely ask for no spoilers. Jayon, hope you're doing well, though. Oh, hey, bruh, how are you? Okay, I see your JK after. And Shy didn't take it out, or Mario or anybody. What's up, bro? Bro, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Sorry, I need to respond to your comments. With you, Jay on cool. Sorry, I just saw Chapter 4 spoiler and I'm trying to stay away from him, so I didn't see your JK after. Huggy Wuggy is going to become incredibly strong. Well, as far as we know at this point now, obviously it makes for a perfect like horror storyline that Huggy Wuggy's gonna come back. Blue Guy's gonna come back at some point. Bro is William Afton. That's from golly, now I can't Five Nights at Freddy's. Did you guys watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, by the way? And if so, was it good? I remember when that came out. I never went and watched it. I meant to ask Super Rocker if it was good, but I never got around to it. Yeah, it's a lie/joke. He doesn't become strong. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's going to come back at some point, because when he theoretically died was, we pulled a box or something at the end of Chapter 1, I remember. And was it pretty good? The trailers made it look good, Speedy. He's going to come back at some point. I think he might come back as part of the prototype at the very least. Because in theory, because remember, he like hits the bar or something, and then he like falls into like the abyss. So you don't like officially see him die. And then like when you kill Mommy Longlegs, prototype grabs her, drags her off. Oh boy, I gotta get going soon. No. It was bad, Jayon. Yeah, the short of VTice getting jump scared. Yeah, these games have been scary. I hear Chapter 4 is scariest. Welcome back, Epic. Oh, hey, Epic. Look, welcome on the vertical stream as well, buddy. I know I missed a chat. Oh, I was just saying to bruh earlier. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. I need to respond to your comments. Fire, Epic. You got a burger? Fire, bro. I mean, in Chapter 2, I don't know if you saw it, but on one of the parts, there's blue fur. Interesting. And blood on the pipes from when he fell down in chapter 1. I don't know if I remember that. I certainly don't remember it. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see him again at some point. Not sure if it's in this game. Not sure if it's going to be part of the prototype in chapter 5. Assuming we see the prototype in chapter 5.
That he was
but yeah, no, it was
so
bad,
hard to
Jayon.
save them all from.
I'm not buying that he's dead, Shy. Dang it.
Winging it. Winging it.
Can I go reload my drink really fast? I need more water. All right, here's what we're going to do super fast. Bigger Bodies Initiative, Burning Fire. Leave off at 25:13. I'm just going to rewind it like a minute. And I'm going to go grab a beer really quick. I'll be right back. He's not dead, Shy. You're trying to throw me off the scent.
The only one who knew the truth about what happened. Thanks to Dr. White's promotion, Harley's involvement in things slowly became less and less, leading Harley to become more and more frustrated and driving him more and more insane. Until one day, he decided to take matters into his own hands. During a guided tour of the factory in 1993, fires break out in the theater, causing casualties all across the facility. Obviously, Leith Pierre is furious. Now, he has to clean up the mess, taking care of any potential witnesses. This is not the kind of publicity Playtime needed. He brings back their private
short chair stream there.
Figure out who is to blame and
haven't missed much, bro. You're good.
An answer.
Dr. Harley Sawyer.
After spouting rhetoric about one bad day and being betrayed by Elliot all of those years ago, Harley had finally gone full Joker and set the theater ablaze, baptizing everyone in the flames that he was working so hard to save them all from with his Bigger Bodies initiative. As Leith had suggested, Harley needed to be punished, but he can't justify the usual methods. Harley is an undeniable genius, and it would be a shame to lose such a brilliant mind when they definitely still needed him. The Bigger Bodies, while alive, were temperamental and hard to control. They needed to keep perfecting the process. This also meant turning Harley into a Bigger Body wasn't an option either, as he too would likely lose his mind. And that was when it hit them. Instead of turning Harley into a Bigger
I hope
Body,
John
why
Cena's
not
in the
turn
game,
Harley
Speedy.
into a digital consciousness? They could focus all their attention on keeping his mind alive without the need for a working body. That way, Harley could still help them and guide the scientific process, but he couldn't physically cause any problems. It was perfect. By 1994, this plan is underway.
I was thinking Harley was going to end up becoming the prototype, but obviously that's incorrect. Yeah, true. You just can't see him anywhere. Good point, Speedy. Good point.
Harley is just out, maybe on a sabbatical or something. And in 1995, the new Playtime automated companion is up and running.
We saw that in the trailer. We saw like the TV monitor with the eye there. So that could be Harley.
To meet with scientists like PW. The system would end up being shut down after May of that year, but regardless, it was another success for Playtime Co. However, as we've seen time and time again, pride cometh before the fall, and this next fall would be the biggest Playtime had ever seen. Behind the scenes, while Playtime Co. had been dealing with Harley,
I remember this.
1006 had been plotting. They'd been gathering all the toys together and promising that
game theory, don't trust Ollie. I said that, or I saw that.
They'd been gathering
right there. I think Ollie is at the very least not working with us, but I remember thinking Ollie was the prototype. Haven't confirmed that yet.
All the toys together and promising them the thing they all wanted, freedom. They formulated a plan to take back the factory from Playtime and kill all those who'd helped turn them into monsters. They called it the Hour of Joy, and on August 8th, 1995,
remember
they
this.
executed that plan. They attack everyone, scientists, tour guides, construction workers. It didn't matter. They were all responsible. They all needed
there's
to
Mr.
die.
Light.
The toys drag the bodies into the depths and slowly consume them to satiate their hunger. Only a small few managed to escape the carnage, Leith Pierre being one of them. Despite the insane loss the company was facing, he kept insisting Playtime Co. continue
Could
their
be
work.
epic,
He
could be.
began recruitment efforts for a resource extraction team, people that would go back into Playtime Co. and collect the
This
parts
is
they
Project
needed
Playtime,
to keep
okay.
making bigger bodies. But eventually, the rising pressure from the public over the mysterious disappearance of the staff, their friends and family, was too much for even Leith to handle, and he shut down the factory for good.
We all have a job to do.
Golly.
We're really happy.
Drives me
That's
crazy.
sad.
Yeah, I think Ollie is my biggest mystery right now. I want to remember what I want to figure out what he is. Whoop.
Much for even Leith to handle, and he shut down the factory for good. Nearly a decade passed, and the Playtime Co. factory, as well as all that happened there, had largely been forgotten. The world had simply moved on. But in 2002, deep in the bowels of the factory, something or someone was coming back online. Harley had awoken from his mysterious slumber. Ironically, just as he'd always stated, his conversion had actually saved him from death. Unlike his former colleagues, he realized the opportunity he had. There was no one left to stop him. His plans could continue. He could save the rest of humanity from their mortal coil and convert them all into living, eternal toys. So he began hacking into the rest of Playtime Co.'s systems, taking control of all communications that were coming in and out of the factory. His plan would come to fruition. At the same time, the bigger bodies also remained in the factory, waiting for the prototype to save them as promised.
Gnawing at the bars of my enclosure, knowing all the lore from Chapter 4. We're going to learn some good intel here. I'm excited for that. I'm not excited to actually have to play the game, but I'm excited to learn the lore, Shy. I hate being out of the know.
But food supplies were running short. Some of them began to lose their faith that salvation would ever come. Dog Day was one such toy.
Ah, there he is. That was the one. I forgot about him.
Example of him. This type of threat, however, wouldn't work forever. And 1006 knew that. It needed to make progress. It was still trying to create its perfect body, but it just didn't have the know-how. Rich was just a simple construction worker. Sure, he could do some cool things with tech, but biology was a whole other ballgame. It needed help. So in 2005, it writes a note saying that the employees that went missing
were
actually still in the factory, waiting to be rescued. And it sends it to the only person that's not only around to hear it, but would actually care enough to make the trip. The player character, PW. PW didn't show up for work on August 8th, 1995. They were still alive, and more importantly, they actually cared about their fellow employees. If there was a chance their colleagues were still around, they needed to help them. Now, as a former employee, they knew their way around the factory. They knew where this flower was that they'd been pointed to. They just had to get there.
The poppy
also
flower.
Trying to avoid an unpleasant reunion with one of the many bigger bodies they'd helped create. Huggy Wuggy. PW finds Poppy.
Yeah, that dude was a problem.
In the same room she always was. Although
I appreciate it, Epic.
The room, warning them not to trust her. Regardless, once they open the case, Poppy agrees to help people find the flower in the same room she always was. Although there are now messages around the room warning them not to trust her.
See, not to trust Poppy. That's what I'm saying. I think she's going to take a turn at some point here. Maybe she's misleading us. And by the way, wasn't she the one that made us crash the train? She said something to the effect of, and I can't let you leave yet, or something like that. Am I making that up? I don't think I am. I feel like she said that when the train crashed, but I could be wrong.
Once they open the case, Poppy agrees to help PW escape. See, she's not that bad at all. Only
what's up, Peach? How are you?
And kidnaps Poppy. After beating all of Mummy's...
Peach, we're reviewing the lore and storyline from chapters 1 through 3, so that we're unfortunately ready for chapter 4 tomorrow. I'm telling you guys, I don't think we can trust Poppy. Hope you're doing well, Peach. Just Peachy, of course. Facts.
These games, PW returns.
Glad to hear it. Thanks for coming in, Peach. Good to see you.
Only for Poppy to now change her mind.
Ah!
And stop PW
right
from
here.
leaving.
Sorry.
Ah!
Can't let you leave.
They really should have
remembered that
trusted
part.
the train crashes in front of the playcare, and
Peach did miss the chair.
Help from Poppy, Kissy Missy, and their ally Ollie, who may or may not be the prototype mimicking a child's voice to trick us.
That's what I said. I definitely think there's something up with Ollie. I'm not sure about Poppy yet, and I'm fairly certain we're gonna have to whoop Pink Lady's ass during this game at some point. I should have got YouTube Premium. I'm so mad. Another Fortnite ad.
Their way through.
Yeah, why wouldn't Poppy let us leave though? That's why I think she's trying to keep us there. That's why I think she's part of the problem.
Let you leave.
They really should have trusted the signs. The train crashes in front of the playcare, and with some surprising help from Poppy, Kissy Missy, and their ally Ollie, who may or may not be the prototype mimicking a child's voice.
Yeah, I agree.
Makes their way through the playcare. Together, they defeat Catnap and begin the long trip down into Playtime's prison. But Kissy doesn't make the trip. She is killed by something on the—
Why didn't she go with us? Why did she just put us on that elevator? The MC should have gotten a lottery ticket after not going to work that day. Sorry, who's the MC, Mario? I apologize. Ever since 2020, YouTube has been getting too comfy with the double back-to-back ads. You're so right. It's going to get to a point, too, where it's like 2 is going to turn into 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8. And it's just going to keep going up from there, which is annoying. We know it's just going to keep going up, which sucks.
Their way down, and
why didn't Kissy come with us?
Have been watching through the security cameras. Together, they defeat Catnap and begin the long trip down into Playtime's prison. But Kissy doesn't make the trip. She is killed by something on their way down, and all of this time, Harley.
Gotcha, main character.
The security cameras, making his way down to the prison just a bit ahead of them to reunite with Yarnaby and lay whatever traps he has in store for us down in the depths, along with the
he's gonna be a
critters,
problem tomorrow.
And a toy made from Play-Doh, Doughy the Dough Man. And that, loyal theorists, is the entire timeline of Poppy Playtime so far.
Made it.
Ooh, boy, this franchise is getting big. This is probably...
So, have we seen...
the Dough Man. And
the Dough Man yet? Was he in the trailers? I remember Yarnaby opening up his face in the trailers, but I don't know if we've seen the Doughboy yet. So that could be a character we see tomorrow. Okay, Shy. I didn't think we had. But I think we've watched all the trailers. And I don't remember that part of it. So, but then how in theory does Game Theory know that?
Pianosaurus.
Oh, so that's a new one too. Pianosaurus. That's a sick name. And then we got the critters still, of course. So that was kind of assumed. Off-brand Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah, I'd like to see his cookies compete with Pillsbury's. I'll tell you what. I don't know that guy. Yeah, we haven't seen the Piano Dinosaur yet, though. But yeah, he's going to be a problem as well. The teaser ARG. What does ARG stand for, Shy? I saw they said that earlier. Game Theory had that anagram. I didn't see that, though. Or I didn't see what it stood for, though. Because of like the outside lore drops. Oh, okay. Like Discord. Okay, with you, Shy. Alternate reality game, with you. I have no idea what that is, though. I have no idea what that is. They found other characters. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So that's one we'll meet tomorrow, then. He could be an interesting guy to fight, I suppose. And yeah, the piano guy as well, so.
And a toy made from Play-Doh, Doughy the Dough Man. And that, loyal theorists, is the entire timeline of Poppy Playtime.
Doughy the Dough Man.
Boy, this franchise
that was a good video.
Big. This is probably the last
I did share in the description. If you guys don't know Game Theorist, it's a super popular YouTube channel. But if you do like the lore, they do a lot of cool videos. So it is in the YouTube description. I guess not on Twitch over there, but if you guys want to check out more videos, I'm fairly certain he's the one. I have it saved to watch at some point. But it's an it's like 8.5 hours, but it's like the complete story of Five Nights at Freddy's. I want to go through that, but I'm not sure when the right time to do it is. Number one, because it's 8.5 hours, and then two, because I feel like we still want to play through all those. It's been so long since I've watched them, I'd probably still get surprised and scared by a lot of them. It'll probably come back to me, but it's like a puzzle kind of thing for a franchise to tease something in real life with you. Okay. 8 hours, yeah, I'll show you the video. I really want to watch it, though.
I have to say, it is refreshing that outside of a few bits of
I'll pull it up after this.
Most of what we've talked about today are either things Mob has told us directly, or we have a lot of evidence to support. The only real details that are super speculative are things like when the Young Geniuses program started, or why Elliot agreed to start using children in the experiments. We said that the Young Geniuses program started in the 60s, but it could very well be the 50s based on the logo. Maybe they were even the ones that helped make the first Poppy dolls. But so long as Harley joins the company early, leaves, and then comes back to cause a bunch of problems.
So Harley's essentially like inside like the cameras and like security system. He's not a character, right? But he's like that eye that we see inside the monitor. So he's like in all the security cameras and everything.
It doesn't
is
really
my understanding
matter which decade it takes place. The same thing goes for Elliot's change of heart towards the orphans. We've got no evidence saying why he made the decisions he did. We may discover his reasoning in the future. It's just not going to change the order of events because we have set dates of when things have to happen. But there you have it, friends. Everything you could possibly need to know going into Chapter 4. And I don't know about
there he
you,
is.
but
There's
now
Elliot.
I'm even more excited to see where all this goes. Who will our allies be?
Epic, feel free to tell me whatever you want, buddy. We just politely ask no spoilers, my guy.
What is Harley's big plan? Will I have to rethink the identity of the prototype for a third time? I'm sure all will be revealed in a few weeks. In the meantime, remember.
That was a good video. That definitely helps moving into... There was one where it was compiled all into one video. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, I guess it wasn't Game Theorist. Five Nights at Freddy's lore in only 8 hours, 47 minutes, 38 seconds. Yeah, so that actually... What is this? Never mind. Never mind. I wasn't expecting that. Me and Shy were talking about the autism test earlier, and then we get that one coming up. My grandpa loves flashing lights so much that when I show him, he starts breakdancing on the floor. I've heard your grandpa has some sick breakdancing moves, Epic. That's the word on the street. Everyone's been talking about it, so... no, I'm not going to take that test, mister. I'm not going to take that test. So, that ad was nuts, dude. Nuts. Sorry, I'm talking too close to the camera again. Or the microphone. Sorry if I blew your eardrums out there. Cool. All right, well, I'm glad we watched that. So, a little bit of a refresher just in regards to the whole storyline of the Poppy Playtime. Oh, by the way, I was thinking about this the other day. There's a reason that's there, Tice. Yeah, targeted ads. Yeah. Anything that long with that much lore, I better be getting at least 2 college credits. Seriously, Peach. Seriously, yeah. We're gonna need some kind of commission for watching all that. So again, it's on the docket to watch at some point. But again, we may try to just play through them all. A lot of games though. That'll take a long time to get through, which isn't inherently a bad thing. So. We'll keep that one in our back pocket. My algorithm on here is so chalked too. I watched felt like 6 hours of 6 hours of what? 6 hours of puppies and yoga videos the other day. So that's what all of my YouTube Shorts feed has been. They were sweet videos though. I couldn't look away. It got me. The algorithm got me. So. Cool. Okay. Your boy is going to head to the brewery now. You know what? We finished around when we had to. So we actually did pretty well. Tomorrow is, almost said Five Nights at Freddy's. Poppy. Oh, yeah, I meant to say this. Is there a new Garden of Banban, like chapter 0 or something? I saw this the other day. And I can't remember how many Garden of Banbans that we've actually played through. Yeah, this just dropped. I did see this. I don't think we've played through, we're not caught up yet. So we might have to do some research on that. God, you and me too, Peach. I literally need a dog in my life. Couldn't agree more. So we will watch this trailer. I saw this pop up the other day. No, you're not totally caught up, and I don't remember the last one you played. I don't either. I remember one of the boss fights. I don't keep up with this game anymore. Fair. I still don't know what Skibbity is, to be honest. I hear everyone talk about it, but I tried watching it one day, and then Shy and Mario said, whatever you do, do not watch this. So I have deliberately stayed away the entire time. Brain rot. That was the word, Shy. A little cat. Jump scare. I promise a jump scare is coming. No, maybe not. What do I know? So what? It was just showing the new monster we're fighting. I don't know. Maybe if we played them all, this would be more relevant to us, I suppose. But we wouldn't know who this is. I feel like I've only played like 2 or 3 of them. I don't know. You know, when I was typing it in right there, they had like up to chapter 8, maybe 7. Oh, I know there is 8. Yeah, so apparently there's at least 8 before this chapter 0. Like, we haven't met this guy. Now, I remember this blue guy on the side right here. I can't do it with my mouse, but this video right here, the blue guy on the right side, he looks just like one of the monsters we faced, but that monster was red. Wonder, maybe we played 3 of them? I think we did at least 2. Ah, that's him. Right there. There he is. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think we played through number 3, if I remember correctly. And that may have been where we left off. It could be, Mario. It could be. I do appreciate the horror games where it's more so, yeah, this looks familiar. Yeah, this was the boss fight I think I was talking about. Yeah, we did this one. This was the last one that we played. I don't remember it being too scary. But I could be wrong. I remember I had a Browns jersey on. This part took me forever. I couldn't figure it out. It was like where you had to be sitting back in your desk whenever the monster came back or something like that. I vaguely remember this. So this was where we left off. So we'll pick back up on 4 if we do decide to play it. But fire, Gabby, let's go. Dairy Queen has been ordered. Fire. We love to hear that. Did you go with the red velvet one?
You're right. Maybe not.
So yeah, there's a lot of those. Yeah, this is where, you gotta sit down at your desk. And the room has to like look exactly the same. So, but other than that, so like, we could do like Garden of Banban. We could do Five Nights at Freddy's series. I kind of like doing the series because I enjoy the lore behind them versus just random ones. We could also do the Outlast games. The problem is that those are more expensive, and I've watched them all. I feel like they're done making those, aren't they? Oh, that's right. I have that one written down. I looked it up. That was like the parkour one, wasn't it, Mario? The Finding Frankie. I have that one written down. Five Nights at Freddy's is solid epic. How many Five Nights at Freddy's games are there now? I don't know if I can do the VR one. Number 1, because that's incredibly scary in VR. We've never done a VR horror game. We've never done a VR anything because I can't figure it out. You have to work for NASA. What's the game, Shy? Oh, we had to do Bendy and the Dark Revival, too. I think we played all of Bendy and the Ink Machine. There he is. You want to do a coach raid? We could do a coach raid. If you guys have the, okay, I haven't seen that one. Bad Parenting. Oh, you don't need a VR? Okay, nice. Yeah, we can do a coach raid. Let me pull up his channel. Okay, hey, Shy, can I give you a homework assignment, please, if you're in here? Is Shy still here? Edith Finch game is a little scary, but mainly sad. Okay, Shy, can you... I apologize. I do have to get going. I'm supposed to meet everyone at 7:30. If we do a coach raid, can you just let him know that unfortunately, because of that, I have to go? Oh, yeah, here he is. That because of that, I can't stay in stream. I apologize. Or I can't go over to stream. I literally have to get going now. I should have ended 20 minutes ago. That one's on me, so if you could let him know, I would very much appreciate it. We don't even do a raid. Just go over there and say, like, yeah, we just came, VTice just ended. You don't have to do a raid. Just go tell him hello and go over there and hang out. What is he playing? Dang it, I clicked out of the screen. Thanks, Shy. That makes me mad. Oh, wait. Brokeles is playing Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 again? He was playing yesterday. That's why we didn't raid him, because I didn't want to see it. Where's Coach at? Coach 4-star. Oh, let's go. He's playing Fall Guys. Fire. You don't even have to call it a raid. So if you guys want, just go over there and just go hang out. Not necessary at all. Everyone, have a great rest of your night. Thanks for being in here. Appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, Horror Day, L. Big, fat, ugly L, unfortunately. I'll post the link to all chats here. Go over, Coach. Go hang out. Go have fun. Always a blast whenever he's live, so cool. All right, gang, your boy's out of here. Have a good rest of your night. I will see you guys tomorrow, unfortunately, for the horror stream. We will see you guys then. Have a good night. Later, y'all. Enjoy the blizzards, Gabby. Later, y'all.